We're gonna do the side of the bus and under the bus and the rear of the bus. The side of the bus is a lot of just pointing. A lot of times I memorize visual on the front because you're gonna hear the same components under the bus. And what I'll do is I'll just state it as I'm pointing, but in my head I'm visualizing the front. That's how it helped me memorize because it's hard to see the stuff under the bus. So the first thing when you're at the side is it's kind of like going down like we did the front. So I start up at the top and I let her know I see my clearance lights. I have a yellow, and red clearance light. I have a amber, you say amber or yellow. I have my amber turn signal hazard light, and I make sure that they're clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks, and we checked them during the light test. Then I go back up and I say I'm checking all my passenger windows. They're all clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks. And then I let her know that I'm checking, I have 2 emergency windows that I'm checking. I'm letting her know that they're properly labeled with the reflective tape and they're labeled that they're emergency exits. Then I go down and let her know that I'm checking the belt line, that it's not damaged or peeling and it's a reflective surface. Then I go down and I let her know that I'm checking my fuel door, making sure it opens and closes properly. I let her know that I'm checking the cap, that it's hand tight, and I let her know it is tethered on the inside. Then up here I let her know that I'm checking my depth door, that it opens and closes properly, that the cap is present and tight and it's tethered. Then I let her know I have 2 reflective stickers. I have an amber reflective sticker and a red reflective sticker, and that they're not damaged or peeling, and that they're on their reflective surface. Then I'm gonna go under the bus, which you can see from this angle. We start with this angle because from here you can see the frame. I let her know that I'm checking the frame, that it's securely mounted to the bus, all bolts present and tight. Then I let her know you can see the drive shaft, that it's connected to the rear differential and the transmission. It's got no damage, no aftermarket modifications, it's in good condition, and it has its catch loops. Then I let her know I can see the exhaust, which is on the right side. I let her know that it's not damaged, which would be indicated by holes, rust, carbon soot. I see that it's got no problems, and it has its hangers securely mounted to the bus. After I check those 3 items, I let her know I'm going to come down this direction so I can point under, because from here you can point and you can see the air brake components. From here I let her know that I can see the air brake canisters, and I see the lines and hoses. So I start with the lines and hoses, which are connected to the canisters. They're got no leaks, they're not damaged with cuts and frays, and their fasteners are secure. I let her know the air brake canisters, I see the safety clamps around them, they've got no damage, they're securely mounted, everything's okay. And then I let her know I see the push rod and the slack adjuster are connected properly with their keys and cotter pins. They're securely mounted to the air canister. The slack adjuster is a greased item, so excess grease is okay. Then I move up and I let her know the rest of my suspension parts, which right here we have the leaf springs and the leaf spring hangers, the front and the rear. We see that the leaf springs the hangers are connected to the frame with all bolts present and tight, and then connected to the leaf springs with the fasteners, and that the leaf springs are okay with no damage, no twists, welds, bends, no aftermarket modifications. They got their spacers, and they're connected to the axle with their U-bolts. Then behind the tire over here, we got the airbag. It's securely mounted to the frame with the bolts present and tight. It's got no leaks, which will be indicated by hissing. And I let her know I see my hydraulic shock, which is secured to the frame and the axle, and it's got no leaks because it's a hydraulic shock. Then we let her know that we're going to check the tires, the rear tires. On the inside, which we can see from down here, we can look at the other tire. We can see the drum. We let her know that the drum has no bluing due to being overheated, no debris in it like oil or dirt or anything. Then we let her know we can see the brake pads, and that they've got no less than 3/4 inch of padding. We see them through the viewports, and we let her know that the mechanics check them annually. Then we're moving out to the tire tread. We let her know that the tire tread on the back is 2/32 of an inch. The back tires can be retreaded. We make sure that all the tread on all the tires match. There's no cuts or gouges or damage. Then we let her know we're checking the duals that's in between the tires. Make sure they're spaced properly, that there's nothing in between them. No raccoons hiding in there. And then we move out to our side tire wall. There's no cuts, gouges, no damage. We check for the specifications for inflation on the side. And then we move down to the rim. We make sure that the rim is in good condition, not damaged, no walling of the holes. Then we let her know we're checking the lug nuts. They're securely mounted, all in place, no damage. Then we're checking the axle seal, making sure it's securely mounted with all its mounting bolts in place and no leaks. Also checking the valve stem. It's securely mounted, not damaged. It's not missing. It's got its cap. There's no leaks. And we're checking the back mud flaps. They're securely mounted to the bus, no damage, and no more than 8 inches from the bottom of it to the ground. And then we'll move to the rear of the bus. And the rear of the bus is a lot like the front of the bus, so we'll start up at the top and go over the lights. So I've got my 3 red clearance lights, my red and amber loading lights, the turn signal hazard lights, the brake lights, my clear backup lights, and I have my 2 red tail lights, and we have the clear tag lights. They're all clear, no cracks, no breaks, no legal stickers, no obstructions, no condensation, and we checked them all during the light check. Then I let her know that we go back up, and we let her know our school bus logo is present, not damaged or peeling. It's on a reflective surface and it's legible. We let her know we're checking our rear door, that it's surrounded by all the reflective tape, and that it's labeled properly. And we let her know that it opens all the way, making sure that the lock catches, and then that it shuts. We let her know that the rear windows are all clear, no cracks, no breaks. We let her know that we have our 2 red reflectors. Both are not damaged or peeling and got the reflective surface. We move down, we let her know we're checking the bumper. It's securely mounted to the bus. All bolts present and tight. No damage, like cracks. Dents and welds are okay. Then we let her know we're checking the tailpipe, making sure that it's not inset, but it can either flush and can be up to 3 inches out. Then we come to just the unique items on this side, which is only basically 3 things. We let her know that we're checking our 2 stop arms. They're secured to the bus. We let her know that the lights are clear, no cracks, no breaks. We checked them during the light test. The stop is on a reflective surface, not damaged or peeling, and is legible. And we let her know that we're checking our circuit breakers. On this bus, we don't have spare fuses because it runs off the circuit breakers. We just open it up, make sure the door's good, that there's no electric arcs are burning, everything's plugged in. Just let her know that we're checking the battery box, make sure the door opens and closes. Just making sure that the pins right there holding it in place, there's no electric arcs or burning, and no corrosion or anything. Everything looks good, closes properly. Then we just end with letting her know we just check our driver's window. It's clear, no cracks, no breaks. And that finishes our pre-trip. We can let her know that we can do a quick think about everything and then let her know that we're done.